Hi, I'm Sierra, LoreIllumineer, and welcome back to another episode of Cozy Chats, where we sit down, get comfy, and chat about all things Disney Lorcana. Today we have amazing cosplay cuties, Princess Natkins, and Belle's Castle. What did you guys bring to get cozy today?
So I brought, well, I came from work, so I'm wearing my scrubs. And I feel like that scrubs are pretty cozy.
Mm-hmm.
But I also brought my blanket. And
Oh,
check this out. It actually, I got this from Shanghai Disneyland. So it's
that's
a
so
poofy.
cute.
So cute.
I
And then
love
there's a
it.
surprise. Hold on. He has hands. And when I squeeze
Oh,
on them,
That's hilarious. I
I
love
love
that so
it.
much.
but yeah, it's very soft too. So I'm,
Uh-huh.
so I really like
That's
like this a
so
lot.
cool.
But yeah, so warm.
So
Definitely.
cute. I have my Let's Be Mermaids mug. And
Cute.
in my
Cute.
mug, it's Pisces tea. So the tea actually is blue in color. So it looks like the ocean.
Oh.
Mm.
Tea that I brewed was in my I don't what's this called? Tea
Oh,
strainer
it's
that
like
has
dice.
Oh, yeah,
D20s on
yeah.
it.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's
And they
so
drip
cool.
all over
Wait, is
my
that are those
computer.
D20s? That's
Yeah.
so cool. I love that.
That's so cute. That's
And then cozy clothes. I just made a jean skirt out of a pair of jeans that were like my most comfy pair of jeans. And so I'm wearing my cozy skirt that I made, which you can't really see, but
oh, it's cute though.
it's like my favorite
Love it.
pair of jeans is now is a skirt.
I love that. I love whenever your jeans are finally soft enough to where like they're cozy. And I can
Yes.
imagine like turning it into a skirt would be like
Yeah,
And when
you're
you
so
amazing.
sit down,
talented.
yeah, and the waistband just like fits perfectly. You're like, oh, these are so cozy. And then, they rip and get holes in them. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I literally just told my husband I need like 2 or 3 more pairs of leggings because I'm starting to get little holes in the thighs. I'm just and he's like, "I thought they had a lifetime, warranty." I was like, not when you're thick. Let
not
me
when you're
tell
a
you."
mermaid and your thighs love each other.
Yeah. Okay, well, go ahead and introduce each of yourselves, kinda give us a little bit of rundown of who you are as a content creator and what your handles are.
My name's Sarah, and I am Belles Castle25. You can find me on Instagram. I mainly focus on fan art. So I started doing more tutorials on how to do crafts. My most recent one was how to make stamps for your Lorcana notebooks. And then I also do cosplay.
Beautiful.
Lovely. My name is Natalie. I go by Princess Natkins on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I do pack openings. I do a lot of cosplay. I'll show like the progress pictures and videos of me making a cosplay. And then I like to, whenever we get information from Ravensburger or Disney Lorcana, I like to reiterate that in a very clear and concise type of video. I have a lot of friends whose children play Disney Lorcana, and they're always like, "Help my 40-year-old brain understand what I need to buy, and
Mhm.
like where I'm going and what do I need to know to play with my kids." So
Yeah.
that's kind of what I focus on.
Okay, so I know that there are some future events coming up. Are you guys headed to anything soon?
So I will be going, actually, I'm going to a lot this year. So the next one I'm going to is next month for DLC Indianapolis.
Mhm.
And me and AC are gonna cosplay. And some of you guys already saw my little teaser. So
Uh-huh.
AC is actually going to be the Floodborn Woody, and I'm gonna be the Floodborn Buzz. And so I started, and I make AC's cosplays too. So
Yeah.
I started. So here's the base of
Mhm.
the scissor
Wow.
that I made. So I next thing I gotta do is put gesso, and then paint it with just acrylic paint, and I'll be done with it basically. So
Cool.
um, and then for Buzz, of course, I'll be the female version of it. I was thinking about wearing like a purple wig or something.
That'd
And then
be
in the
cute.
card, right? Like, I don't know. We'll try it. I don't really wear wigs, but if it's, I don't know. I'll try it out and see.
Yeah.
But in the card, it shows that Buzz is like saving the alien like on a vine.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna try to make a vine and then have like I'm gonna purchase like stuffed aliens to like attach to it, and I'll just be walking around
Mhm.
DLC, like, over my shoulder or something like that. So, um, but yeah, so
I love
I
that.
personally I like doing Floodborn characters, just because it's so unique to Lorcana, and I like challenge myself. And like part of my toxic trait is, I look at it and I just think, oh, I can make that. So like you just figure it out
But you
during the
can though, it's
process.
not toxic. Yeah, you've got that.
Well,
I feel
it's
like
like, but there
any
are
good
times, but like I don't know, like the jasmine, the floodborn jasmine from Reign of Jafar, the one that, the enchanted that you were wanting to get. Like
Mhm,
my Taka trait was thinking that I could make that um Raja,
mhm.
ghostly Raja thing. I tried my best to think about like what I could do, but I just kind of gave up on that idea. So
Yeah.
so yeah, stuff like that happens. But yeah, I'm gonna go to DLC Indianapolis. Me and AC are gonna go to DLC Manila in
Ah.
July,
Oh,
and
fun.
then we're also going to North American Championships in August, and then the uh, EU Championships in September. So we're very excited. A lot of
Wow.
traveling. Me and AC's like goal is to go to all of the Disney parks around the world, and so
Mhm.
Disneyland Paris is the last one to go visit. So
Ah,
we're very excited.
that's so
Oh,
cool.
that'll be fun. So I had the pleasure of working at Tokyo Disneyland.
Really?
Wow.
It's
Yeah,
my favorite park.
my favorite
I
park too.
bet.
And Tokyo Disney Seas is just amazing. Like
Phenomenal,
I wish we had a Tokyo Disney Seas in the US
right?
because the Mermaid Lagoon and you're like under the sea and the grotto and Eric statue and the show, like it's
Mhm.
amazing.
So what was it like living abroad like that and, still
Oh my
maintaining, like, the
gosh.
Disney vibes?
Yeah, it was I feel like the culture shock coming home was worse than the culture shock going to Japan. The
Mhm.
work ethic there was fantastic, and then when it comes to like theming and everything they put out in the park to the guests, the entertainment, it all switches like every 6 to 9 months. So you like there was like 3 different parades that I did while I was there
Oh,
and
wow.
like the costumes are just so detailed and so beautiful and the dancers are amazing. Like I know Disney has a very high level when it comes to quality for anything, but I feel like in Tokyo, like even in Japan, their quality is amazing. So you put the two together and you just, it's you're like, wow, you just can't help but stop breathing because you're like, it's so amazing.
Yeah, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Like you can't get better than
Yes.
that.
What fields did you work in at both, either Disneyland or Tokyo Disney?
I was in the entertainment department, so I was a performer in the parks, in the shows, in the parades. Was
All
very
of
good
it.
friends with some people.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Check
sounds
out
so
my
much
Instagram if you wanna
fun.
see who I was friends with.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
She just
Um,
put that plug in there like everyone's like
Right?
I mean, if you see the cards I like to play,
Mhm. Yeah.
you might have an idea. Um, but to answer your other question, I actually will be working at D23. I'll be working at Gen Con. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get out to Indianapolis. The flights are just
Oh.
expensive, and it's, Indy's a little harder to get to if you're not, planning far out in advance, but I will be at the North America Championships. Um, and then I really wanna get to an international DLC, so, that's just gonna be based on my work schedule and if I can
Mhm.
get a flight.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Yeah, so Richmond was the first DLC that I'd ever been to, it was the first Lorcana event that I'd ever been to, and I was able to work it. So I was
Mhm.
really I work for the airlines and I used to work at Disney, so I have a background in customer service and
Mhm.
I feel like it was a natural extension of, hey, I know a lot about these cards. So
Mhm. I
let
got
me
this.
help. Let me help.
Mhm.
Um yeah, but in my screen over here you can see I've got my Tinkerbell giant fairy that I most recently made. I'm so proud of her. I made her from scratch. She,
Yeah, you did an amazing job.
thank you.
Yeah, and just, like, the details of it and, like, I think I commented, like, I appreciated how you made that little slip in the back t for the wings to,
Yes.
fit better.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, um, the thing that I'm actually really happy about is so we had the 3D printer and I never 3D printed anything before. And much like you, Sarah, I was like, I'll make wings from scratch. I don't know what
Mhm.
I'm doing, but I'm gonna do it. And so I like figured out how to 3D print with fabric and lights. And I like made up my own harness so it actually like slips in the back of my corset. The wings can collapse so I can like put them down and walk through crowds, or they can be up, kind of how you're seeing over there. Their
Oh.
lights are on remote control. And
Oh
the
my
whole
gosh.
idea behind Tinkerbell was I was gonna try and go international with it. So I was like, it has to fit in a carry-on suitcase. I won't
Mm.
check internationally. I will only carry on. So the whole costume has to fit in a carry-on. And so everything had to condense down literally to fit in a suitcase. And so even the wings can be taken apart and condense to fit in a carry-on. And that's, I
Wow.
think, what I'm most proud of
They're
of
magic.
Yeah, that is
Tinkerbell.
impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah. And it
that's
all like
crazy.
unzips, it all snaps together. It's got zippers, so it's just like easy to take on, it's easy to take off. It's got like 6 pockets in it.
They need
I
pockets.
mean, make
So
it
important,
usable.
right?
Yeah.
You know, you have to have a cell phone in one, you have to have a your card box in
Right.
another. I have to have my
Yeah,
remote
and that's
control to
such
turn my lights on in another one, and a screwdriver in my 4th pocket. So,
a screwdriver.
Literally.
you
So
know,
you
just in case
said
something breaks, I have to like take it apart.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
you don't just wear them to DLCs though. You take your costumes other places?
Yeah, so actually I wore Tinkerbell to the Run Fair.
Mhm.
Because it was like the cozy fairy weekend, and I was like,
Mhm.
"I know a cozy fairy." So I,
Mhm.
like, just didn't carry the little mini pirate ship with me. But I do go to other conventions like Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con,
Mhm.
WonderCon, LA Comic-Con, um, I've been to Tokyo Comic-Con, and so whenever I go to conventions, I definitely pack costumes
Mhm.
and try and cosplay most days.
That's really cool. So let me ask this. Do you guys feel like you can't wait to get out of your cosplays, or are they comfortable enough to where you feel like it's just another outfit with accessories?
I'd say it depends on the costume.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, same for me. Like, I loved, my Mystic Belle cosplay that I
Mhm.
first did. That one was actually comfortable, and it was cold in the convention. I had my cape, so it actually kept
Yeah.
me nice and warm and cozy, so that I didn't mind. And
Mhm.
then the Inventor Belle, like, it was for Richmond, and I didn't mind, staying in it. But the Tinker Bell one, that corset, it
Yeah.
was so
Oh.
tight on me, and I was just like, I wanna yeah, so depending on, like, how tight or how loose the cosplay is, yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
especially for the tight ones, it's like, I at the end of the day, it's like I can't wait to take it off sometimes.
My Tinkerbell is super comfy because, like, literally, I built the corset to my body.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so the most awkward part about it is the wings, but the wings also have, like, a casing over the harness, and then the casing snaps into the bodice and the skirt, so it won't wobble, it'll stay completely still.
Oh, wow.
And for me, the most uncomfortable part about cosplays is sometimes the shoes or the wig.
Mhm.
And so Tinkerbell,
Wow.
obviously, it's like
Mhm.
just a little pixie wig that I wear, so that is super comfy. I think Rapunzel High Climber was the cosplay that at the end of the day, I was like, "I need to take this wig off my head." Like, my head was hurting, my neck was hurting, my
Mhm.
back was hurting,
Mhm.
like, I had over 5 feet of hair, like, that I
Mhm.
was I had, like, snapped it on one side, it was tied on to another, there was a magnet holding it. Pascal was, like, in the wig. At the end of the
Mhm.
day, I was like, "Okay." Though the
Oh,
costume was
yeah.
comfy, I was like, "Please, I need to take this wig off my head."
Yeah. I can
I
imagine
can
it
imagine
being
that.
completely overstimulating. what y'all do is fascinating to me because I'm just like, give me the most comfy stuff, and that's all I want to wear.
Yeah, and I applaud you, Natalie, because for you to make all your costumes from scratch and, fit to your body, and to tailor it to, six pockets, you know, that's really
Pockets are so
amazing.
important.
Right? Because I'm more of the crafty type. Like I love making the props. That's like my
Mhm.
strength. But in
So
terms of
cool.
making costumes, that's not my strength at all. I tend to buy them, like that's what I do, and then just kind of tailor it to what I think is close, but I'm not like, exact,
Mhm,
but I try to make it the best that I could.
Mhm.
But I think when I make my props, that helps bring together.
Mhm. Oh yeah,
I
your
think that's
props are crazy good.
Oh,
Like,
thank you.
yeah. I
yeah.
think that's the beauty of cosplay is that, it can be as easy as a bound or,
Mhm.
the closet cosplay where you go into your closet and you're like, "Oh, I have a blue dress, I have a white blouse, I can pull my hair back, I'm Belle
Mhm.
today."
Mhm.
Or
Yeah.
you can build an entire dress from scratch and figure out how to get, a floating rose in front of you and a cape that's floating, like there's so many different
Yeah.
levels and layers of it. And like that 10,000 hour thing, when I started sewing, I was hand stitching patches on stuff. And, honestly, sometimes it is easier just to be like, oh, that vest is the right color and mostly the right
Yeah.
shape. And if I buy it, I can just sew that down and now it works,
Mhm.
so
And call it a day.
I'm definitely not above
Yeah.
doing that. I will do that, you know, if it's possible, like my Rapunzel high climber, my vest
Mhm.
was an Amazon order that I altered and like added details to. I wasn't sure Merida was gonna fit because I actually made her, like, 10 years ago, and so I was like, "I'm gonna buy a Merida on Amazon and then pull the old Merida out of the garage," and so when I put it on, I was like, "Oh, it's just the sleeves. Okay, sleeves I can remake really easy." So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I love about seeing like other people's ideas, and you just get inspiration from each other too. And you just
Yeah.
like I just look back at like other conventions and I'm just like, I want to make this cosplay, but I remember that other cosplay from way back when. I want to try to make it similar to,
Mhm.
Yeah.
that. So it's pretty, exciting and fun how, all this inspiration we just get from each other.
I think it's so cool too that, like, you could give 50 cosplayers the same Disney Lorcana card,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and no 2 costumes will be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
even if 2 people are like, I put every detail from this card in my cosplay," we would still look different,
Hmm.
Mhm.
and all 50 of us would still look amazing, and I think
Yeah.
that's, like, the beauty of,
Yeah.
the perspective that you're able to take when you're building a costume or, like,
Hmm.
pulling it out of your closet. Unlike you, Sarah, I'm not great with props, I'm still learning, and, like, I have to ask for help all the time when it comes to, like, props. So, you just do what you're good at and then work
Yeah.
on the other parts.
I did major in studio art, so but
Oh,
then
okay.
I didn't use my bachelor's degree, and so here I am as a nurse. But yeah, but all my life, I like ever since I was a kid, I've been so into drawing and like a lot of sketching, painting. When I was in high school, I loved oil painting, and then as I got older, I went into more crafting.
Mm.
Um, and then when me and AC were started dating, that's when we started going to more like comic like pop culture conventions. That's when the first convention I went to, I saw a whole bunch of people cosplay, and that inspired me to make like my first one at the next convention that I go to. So yeah, just from there, like I tried my best. It was like a little mediocre at first, and then I just realized that I do like making characters with props
Mhm.
because I feel like me with my crafting strength, and I feel like I could do that better, and that kind of helps to tie together my costume overall. And then
Mhm.
I just only buy like the the costumes themselves. But yeah, but
But
yeah.
you have a knack for that though. Like I feel like the costumes that you do, they look pretty
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was actually surprised with one. Like the power line
Mhm.
one, like I
So
didn't know
cool.
how to like make it.
That's
So what I
so
did
cool.
first, because I love sketching, so what I did first was I sketched out the shape like on paper. I like taped multiple papers together, piece of paper
Mhm.
together. I did the overall sketch of the shape and the size of what I want the guitar, like the keytar to be. I cut that out and that's basically my pattern. And then I
Mhm.
just make two sides of it. And then I just like measure out like thickness and then here and here, tape it together, and that's it.
So it's
Honestly,
just
that's
paper
Together
and
and paint.
tape?
Yeah, it's literally masking tape. So cardboard, cardboard foam, like foam paper, and masking tape. So you can, I don't know if you can kind of see.
Mhm.
what? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's all masking tape, like just to like hold everything together, and serves as a base for when I paint gesso on it.
Mhm.
Before I paint, actually like paint it with acrylic paint.
I'm calling you next time I need to make a prop.
Yeah.
Literally.
And
So
I'll
how
help
do
you with
you
this sewing stuff.
Yeah, I need your sewing
We'll team
tips.
up. We'll team up.
We will.
Yeah.
We'll join forces and
Yes.
we're gonna make the best costume ever.
That's
Yes, please.
crazy.
What's
So do
funny
you
is my process for building a cosplay is similar as your process for building a prop. I will sketch the entire outfit first and like down to every detail of like where I want the seam lines to be. And then I
Uh-huh.
will individually sketch like the bodice, the skirt, the cape, both front and back. So I know where I want my zipper, my
Yeah.
seams. So then when I start making my like just like you, I then
Uh-huh.
put it on paper on a larger scale and then start just putting it on my body or on my dress form and then make it out of a very cheap fabric first, try it
Yeah.
on and go, this fits, or nope, it doesn't, and then change it, alter it, retrace it on paper, and then, put it on the real fabric. So
Wow.
it's similar,
That's
just
yeah,
fabric
just true.
instead of,
Uh-huh.
masking tape and
Yeah.
interesting.
Right?
so I feel like Sarah with, you being a nurse, that's like labor intensive already. How long do each one of your props typically take you? Is it just kind of vary or are we
Yeah,
talking
it
like 20, 30
varies.
hours?
So I'll be honest, like with the woody scissor one, that like it didn't really like take me long. Only because I did have experience with the keytar, just because I knew like how to since I already knew like the steps on how to make the keytar, I kind of just did the same steps making the scissors. So I literally did like without I did this last weekend, literally starting like Saturday, Sunday, maybe about
Wow.
3 hours each day. So it wasn't too long.
Mhm.
Wow.
So now I just gotta paint it. But the Mystic Bell one, hold on, I'm gonna grab it. So the Rose Lantern one, it took me longer only because I was waiting for the foam clay to dry. And it
Mhm.
dries like it shrinks like when you try to mold out the actual the shape of it. It kind of shrinks a little more as it dries completely on its own. So then
Mhm.
there are some size difference and when it
Wow.
started to completely dry on its own, but and it's like so it's starting to fall apart right now, but like I did individual pieces, you know, and then I used wire to like um put it in each piece and kind of like stick it together.
Yeah.
Um
So smart.
but and then my what I was so proud of is using fishing wire on the sides
Mhm.
to make that floating
Yeah.
effect.
I am going to give you the highest compliment a cosplayer can give. And after seeing your cosplay, I want to make the cosplay now. So,
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm gonna make a tutorial. I actually want to make I'm gonna remake the Rose Lantern and
yeah.
I am gonna make a tutorial on how
Oh,
to
you
make
should.
the Rose Lantern. Yeah. Oh my god,
Yeah.
you should totally do it.
I know I want to do it so
Yeah.
bad. I have a brown wig already, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna style it. I need to go find some fabric. I feel like the dress will be the easy part for me, and then
Mhm.
the rose lantern, I'm gonna be like, "Let me look at that picture of Sarah
Oh
one
yeah.
more time."
I can literally like show send you links of like because this was like for ornaments like you it
Yeah.
take like it comes apart in two pieces.
Mhm.
I used fishing wire and glued it in the center of the rose and then closed the two halves together and
Yeah.
then tied the fishing wire to the top to make it look like it's floating. And I want to say what was the hardest part was the foam clay kind of going around
Wow. How heavy
this.
do you think that is?
Oh, it's not too heavy. Um, because it's like air foam clay, so it's like much lighter than like regular clay. I want to
Mhm.
say it's
Mm.
literally like a pound. Like it's
Okay.
not too
I always
heavy at
wondered
all.
because I knew you had like the fishing wire there, if it would hurt your
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
hands, like when you were like in
Oh,
the videos and
sometimes
stuff.
depending on how like your fingers are, because I was wearing like some parts of it were gloves. Um,
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Wow.
sometimes you could kind of I don't know if you could see. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after a
If I
while,
hold it too
it would
long, like
hurt.
maybe
Yeah.
you would feel yeah, you kind of feel it kind of go digging into your skin.
Yeah.
I
I
feel
was
like the thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on, like I'm gonna tie the fishing wire to a silicone ring, so then
oh
I can
yeah.
put the silicone rings on,
See, this is
Mhm.
what I'm talking about. Like just getting
Yeah.
ideas from each other.
you know?
Collab.
Yeah, I love that idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because then it's, like,
Yeah, that's really
squishy on your
smart.
finger, and you're not, like,
Hmm.
dealing with the plastic, the fishing wire.
Yeah, just like digging into your skin. Yeah.
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 So I
I
hope
love
I
that.
hope my Mystic Belle lives up to your standard
Uh,
of
oh,
Belle.
I'm sure it will. Don't worry. No, you're gonna do great. Yeah, I can't
Ah,
wait
That's
to see.
awesome.
well, thank you. I wanna do it because I saw yours and I was like, "Oh my god, I wanna do that now."
Yeah. So, Natalie, how do you balance, I know you do like live streaming and of course you're on Instagram and you work and cosplay. How do you balance all of it in your mind? Like, okay, do you have certain schedules for each one or are you just winging it all the time?
Um, the thing that I balance schedule-wise is, like, I have to plan out my conventions. I know when I'm flying, so I know my days off. And on my days off, it's generally like, okay, if I know I'm going to the card shop on Saturday because that's when our locals is, I have a couple days leading up to be like, what am I going to wear? And am I filming a video when I get to the card shop? Because I don't have the time to just randomly drive over to the card shop because it's like 15 minutes, 20 minutes away.
Mm.
So I feel like when I am doom scrolling on Instagram, I'm always like, "Oh, what a fun idea, make a note."
Mhm.
"Oh, what a great idea, make a note." So then the
Yeah.
next time I'm like, "Oh, I really wanted to make a video. Like, what was the inspiration that I had last week? Oh, right. I heard that really great song that gave me inspiration, or I saw a book talk that inspired me, or,
Mhm.
you know, if anyone knows how to make a content calendar, you let me know because that's what I need to learn. I'm like,
Yeah.
a lot of times feel like I'm just flying by the seat of my pants,
Mhm.
for lack of a better phrase. And I would love to like have a calendar that's like, great, on this day I do this, on this day I do this. I was a theater
Yeah.
major. They don't teach you how to do that.
Mhm.
They teach you how to build sets and, time period costumes. They don't teach you how to
Yeah. I
create a
get that.
calendar.
I don't think any of us know what we're doing. We're always just like you're saying, like, I don't feel like I can doom scroll in peace. It's always like content creation, like in the back of your mind, like, I could do that.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, you know? It's like
Yeah.
I'm not saving it just because it's funny anymore. I'm saving it to be like, okay, like, how could I turn that into like Disney Lorcana related, you know? So
Yeah.
I
Like
get
I
that.
saw a TikTok or Instagram the other day where, like a couple were out to dinner and the girl tries and pays with seashells. And I was like, "Oh, next time we go out to dinner and we get a bell, I'm going to film it
Mhm.
and just drop some Disney Lorcana cards on the counter like I'm
Yeah.
paying for dinner."
Yeah.
And they start sweeping it off.
Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. And they sweep it
Yeah,
off
those
and you
videos
pick
are
it up
funny.
and
Yeah.
put it back.
That's such a good
Yeah.
idea.
So,
I've seen
I
one where
mean,
they open the wallet and the only thing in there is like cards. You're just like,
yeah.
Sorry,
Oh,
I
that's
can't
funny.
pay.
Yeah.
How did you both first discover Disney Lorcana?
I was vending at a Valentine's Day, um, like, vend, and the vendor next to me actually was really into Disney Lorcana, and when she found out I was a Disney fan, she's like, "Oh my god, do you play this game? You're a nerd, you play video games. Why don't you play Disney Lorcana?" And I was like, I mean, I remember hearing about it at D23 one year, but it never came back on my radar. And so the whole day we were vending, we kept talking about it. And she kept showing me pictures of her favorite cards. And I used to be a cast member at Disneyland. And I was like, I'm sorry, I can collect the cards of all my favorite Disney princesses and
Mhm.
build a deck of my favorite characters and their sidekicks and maybe their prince. And she was like, yes. And so that night it was some kind of promo was happening, and we literally went to do my husband and I went to 2 different card shops and got, 6 different starter decks. And then from there, it just grew into what it is today, where I just can't have enough information. Like, every time I see a card, I'm like, "I'm building that cosplay." So,
Mhm.
it
And
just
it's so
kind of
much fun.
exploded. And
It
honestly, being so new to Disney Lorcana, I've only been playing since, um, probably February of 2025. The community has been so welcoming. I feel like I've made so many friends, and it's so easy just to connect with the other, people that are playing, and it's so nice to have other females in the community. I feel like
Mhm.
in a lot of nerdy spaces, there's not a lot of females, so it's great that there's so many to be able to
Yeah.
connect with as
Yeah, so I used to be a teacher and I had connections with females there, but once
Mhm.
I stayed home with my boys, it's just 2 boys and a husband. And it's I don't have I have friends, but you know how you don't always see your friends, you know what I mean? And so this space has given me so much positivity within
Yeah.
female interactions that it fills my bucket tremendously. It's a blessing, definitely.
So for me, it was actually my husband AC, and some of you guys know him as Aladdin's
Mm,
Castle 23.
yeah.
So we've been ever since we've been dating, and then ever since then, we've had a huge love for Disney. It was actually probably a few months before it came out at Gen Con. He told me, "Hey Sarah, there is a trading card game, and it's Disney. It's called Lorcana." And he's been into the trading card game stuff, for a while. Yeah, so he was super excited. He let me know, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." I was excited, and I knew I wanted to collect them. But then fast forward to now, I became a little more competitive, and I
Yes,
didn't
you
think I
did.
would be. I didn't think I'd be this serious about it. So
So y'all
yeah,
both
it's
kind of mentioned that you're playing. Are y'all focused more on the collection side or the competitive side?
I want to say both.
I'm not competitive at all.
Yeah.
I'm definitely more of a collector. I like to collect, you know, the pretty artwork, the sparkly cards. I want all the princesses and all their um sidekick type characters, or the fairy godmothers and the prince, and I want the evil character. Um I just don't feel like I I just don't feel like I'm good enough to compete yet, and I don't think I'm strong enough at deck building. So I go to play and I'm like, it's fine if I lose. Just here to learn and I'm here to have fun.
That's okay. I like that. Sarah, did you
Yeah.
surprise yourself being good?
I mean, I'm not that great, but
You are.
I guess we could say I surprised myself more than I thought I would.
Mhm.
But yeah, but I do both. We definitely me and AC like doing master sets. So we try to do that, not only the non-foil, but we even try to do foil,
Mhm.
like a master set if we could. And I like to keep the enchanteds. AC, on the other hand, he like in his other card games, he would try to sell the higher rarity cards so that he's able to purchase more cards. But
Yeah.
because he knows that I like the enchanteds, he's like, okay, it's fine. We could keep the enchanteds.
Yeah. You're they're
uh,
too pretty to sell. No.
yeah,
I agree.
right. But yeah, but yeah, set champs has definitely surprised me with how I performed, and but I feel like that's maybe the quote unquote best I could do.
Oh, I don't believe that. I think you got something in you. Because here's the thing, you're competing against people that have been playing other TCGs for years. And, like, if you could even beat a couple of them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
They say it takes a minimum of 10,000 hours of something to be a master or a professional at it. And so,
Mhm.
like, my theory is I'm not even close to that 10,000 hours. So I'm just going to keep playing, which means I just keep learning and getting better as you go. And so, just keep aiming for that 10,000 hours. And then one day you're going to be like, oh my God, how did I get so good?
Yeah. What?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
and I also have to give credit to AC because I don't deck build at all, like whatsoever. He does it for me. I just show up and play. So kudos
Lucky.
to him. Like I'm so happy he does that for me.
Yeah. Yeah, so when he's deck building for you, do you say, like, "These are the characters that I wanna play for sure," or does he just do all of it for you?
Yeah, so I try to tell him, "Hey, I wanna play this bell." So he
Mhm.
tries to go around that, and then after I test play and play in League, he would ask me afterwards, like, "Hey, which cards did you like? Which cards didn't you like? Which cards did you wish you would see more?" That kind of things, and so I would tell him my feedback, and then so he would tailor to that.
I love that.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
loves deck building, and he's like, I wanna say that he's, like, a lot of like, he does, like, the spicy decks.
And usually spicy
Ooh.
just means, like, not meta, but,
Yeah.
like,
Uh-huh.
they got a couple things thrown in there that kind of, shakes
Right,
it up.
yeah, cards that you wouldn't expect, or he would focus on a card and then go around that. Like, for example, he loves the Ruby, like, Maximus card, and then try to have, like, the high, strength characters and, like, the blue he would mainly play it in, blue-red.
Mm.
Okay,
But yeah.
cool. So have y'all, pulled any shiny cardboard with Wilds Unknown yet?
We have, AC always has the hot hands. I don't know how many times I've pulled an Enchanted, but it's always him that pulls it. But yeah, but so far we pulled 2, Frozone and, Mrs.
Ooh.
Incredible, so
Oh, nice.
yeah.
I have only opened, I think, a total of 7 Wild Unknown packs. The 6 for the pre-release pack at my local card shop and 1 at
Mhm.
Downtown Disney. And I, like, literally have my trove and my, booster box sitting on my desk waiting to be opened, and, like, just life keeps happening where I'm like, "Oh, I can't get to it today. Okay, I'll live stream it tomorrow. Oh, I can't do it. Okay, we'll do it." It's just like, "Okay, well, I'll do it tomorrow." So,
Yeah. Isn't it
tomorrow.
funny though, like, whenever it's like everything's content, like, if you can't, like, get it on camera, you're like, "It just needs to wait a day," like,
Yeah.
chill.
Well, so my husband got a 3D printer, and I was like, "If I'm going to be opening packs, I need it to be, like, easy to do." And so I printed myself this.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
So, like,
Oh,
nice.
it's
I can put
cute.
sleeves here, I can put the hard
Yeah.
ones here, and then anything
Yeah,
extra that I might need, I can put here.
love that.
And then I 3D printed, it's got cards in it, or I would lift it up, but it's, like, literally a card separating tray where I can separate all the cards into the different ink colors, so as you're opening packs, I can start sorting to put them
Sorting
away
it. Mhm.
Yeah.
so they
Yeah,
don't just end up all over my desk.
yeah. It's always fascinating for me to watch people sort because, like, I'll be, like, watching people open, I'm like, "What are you doing?" Like, they're just everyone has, like, a different, like,
Method.
yeah,
Yeah.
method,
To do it, yeah.
strategy to, like, separating, and I'm like, "What are you" like, in my mind, I'm like, "Just colors first, and then, character or whatever is how I do it." But it's interesting to watch people kind of do it differently.
Do you guys
Yeah.
sort by set, and then within the set, you sort by color? Or do you just across the board, you're like, "I'm sorting by color and then by character." Like, how do you guys sort?
So
I'm
I
definitely
sort
set. Yeah.
yeah, so I sort when we open up packs. So I have the same thing. We have that huge, like, uh uh, I don't know what to call that.
Like a tray?
Yeah, tray.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
we have that huge tray.
yeah.
And as we open packs, I separate based on ink colors from common and uncommon, and then we separate rare, like all the rares. They're all the same color, just because it's not too much. Rares, and then super rares, and then legendaries, um, epics, and then from there, I kind of sort deeper. So I take all the commons and uncommons, like for example, amber, and then I try to number them.
Okay,
So
me too.
yeah, yeah.
Like in
So
numerical order by
yes,
color.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I do that for each color. Same thing with the rares, super rares.
Okay,
Yeah,
me too.
yeah. Okay. I love that we're on the same page.
Yeah. Other like, I see people do, like, buy, like, all the Peter Pan cards together and, like, buy, like, I guess, movie or genre or whatever, and I'm just like, "No, I would get so confused because right now I just have them in my troves, and so I'm like, "Okay, that's winter spell," and then, like, I can pull from it, but I
Mhm.
can't imagine having massive amounts of bulk and keeping it
Oh
organized.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like when I first started, I was pulling all my favorite cards, so, like, all the princesses, the 7 dwarfs, flounders, songs of all the princesses and putting them in a binder, and then it got to the point where it was just bigger than that, and I was like, I can't sort by movie anymore, it has to go by set, it has to go by color,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and now I'm
Yeah.
like, "Do I keep them in boxes or do I get binders?" You know? As
Yeah.
it grows, you're like, "How do I keep it all contained and easy to find?"
Mhm. How do I make this work in my brain?
Yeah.
Well, speaking of sorting, let's open some packs so you can sort them later. Do y'all
Yay!
have any packs?
Yes.
I do, I have 2 from Disney.
Nice. I haven't got
Nice.
to have, like, blisters yet. They're my favorite thing to open.
Yeah, it's all they had other than, like,
I
Trove
wait
and
on, another one.
Nice. I'm the lone winter spell.
I love Winter
Nice.
Spell, though. I'm
Yeah.
no, sometimes I get mad at a set if I don't pull anything from it, and it just keeps taking my money, but, like, I had to talk myself out of, like, not just grabbing a Winter Spell trove today, instead of this. I was like, "No."
Yeah, just one of those things where you just have to pull it yourself. It's just so
Mhm.
satisfying. Like
Yeah.
whatever card you're chasing.
Satisfying.
Yeah.
I do have to say I was chasing the D23 Cinderella Stouthearted.
Mhm.
And when I went to my local game shop for Wilds Unknown, he was like, "Guess what I found? Guess what I bought today? So I can sell it to you." And I was like, "Cinderella D23?" And he's like, "It's yours." And I was like, "Yes, here's my credit card. It doesn't matter."
Charge it.
Because I was
Yeah.
expecting him to be like, "It's 150." And then he was like, "It's 27." I was like, "Whatever you say, sir."
You
Yes.
don't question a good deal. You're
Take my
like, "What?"
card.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how much it was. I was paying for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do it all at the same time, and then best pack wins. And then let's see, Natkins, I can't okay, there you go. Your glare got fixed. So what's your current chase for Winter Spell if you've already pulled anything?
In winter spell,
I'm not sorry, Winter Spell. Well done, no. My bad.
oh, um, to be selfish, the of course the iconic Buzz.
Yeah.
It's such a really cool card. Like I literally thought it was like glowing.
Oh, you got a
Oh,
screw.
legendary.
And I
Oh,
got
nice
a
legendary.
foil Bo Peep.
Oh, thank you. Ooh, Bo Peep.
I got a foil Ariel Curious Traveler.
I
Oh,
love that
nice.
card. Cute. Okay,
This
so I think Sarah wins that one, huh? Just because it's a legendary. Even though
Yeah,
we got girly pops, so they always win
and
in my books.
that Ariel card is on my home screen of my cell phone right now. I was
Oh,
like,
is
"I'm gonna
it? I love
manifest
it.
getting it from the pre-release pack."
Yeah, I that's what I pulled, was the Ariel.
Do you
Oh,
plan on cosplaying as the Ariel traveler? Or well, sorry, is it a traveler? Oh yeah.
yeah, Curious Traveler.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I've already started, like, building pieces, finding patterns.
Nice. Oh, that's
That's
so
gonna be
exciting.
perfect for you.
I think it's gonna be my Ren Fair outfit for next year as well.
Have you done, Ariel before?
I've done Village Ariel.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that mermaid tail, like the train on the back of her dress.
Yeah. How about you, Sierra? Do you have what's your chase card for Winter Spell? Or Wilds Unknown?
We're both stuck in winter spell still. I think my chase would be one of the I think I like Isabella the best, but would obviously like either of the brave cards. But I'll say I would still prefer to pull most of the winter spells prior to. Okay, so what
Eh,
y'all get? This one, and then you
I like
got
Alien.
yours.
Alien. Yeah, I'm
I
thinking
like the
Alien for
alien.
that
Yeah,
one.
I think that wins.
Just because it's Alien.
Right?
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that.
Yay!
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Royal Alien for the win. I love that the claw is like a flower.
Right?
Yeah, yeah, it's really cool. I feel like what was the artist on Alien? Is it the same for the Enchanted? I think it was.
Uh, Christian Romero.
Okay, I don't remember if it is, but I love that artwork. I think it's so cute. And
Yeah, very detailed.
Hmm.
mhm. Yeah, I feel like some of the cards were very detailed and I don't know, like I just love the ones that have like all the different like depth to like the background.
Hmm.
Like the ones I
Yeah.
think that were maybe in the vines or not the vines, the what would you call it? The
The
wh-
wilt.
what is that word?
I don't remember the
Jungle?
name of it. The
Yeah.
Wildernut?
But yeah, there we go. I like that
Oh, there we
word a
go.
lot. The
Oh my
Wildernot.
gosh.
Perfect.
In my pre-release pack, the first pack I opened was a Merida pack. I went to my game shop cosplaying as Merida and I pulled the Merida Epic.
Oh, nice.
Nice. So you like manifested that.
Yeah.
Right?
That was the like, I'm gonna
You
wear
dress what you want
Merida
to pull.
Yeah.
and that's what I want to pull. Touch the sky or the Merida cards.
Yeah. Every time I do that, I'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna manifest." Like the last time I did it was Rapunzel from Brain and Jafar. I was like, "I'm gonna put out Pascal and all of like, I'm just gonna manifest because that's what my chase." And nothing. I pulled,
Aww.
I pulled Stitch, but oh, it's so good.
Oh,
I haven't pulled that
pretty.
one yet. It's
And I was
pretty.
dressed as her.
I love it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna open packs dressed as Merida to like manifest
And get the iconic.
the
Hmm.
iconic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the goal is like as I open packs and be like, you gotta be dressed as Merida if you're gonna
Hmm.
do it.
Hmm.
Exactly.
So if you guys could create an Enchanted, like any Disney IP that is either current or potentially to come, what character or vibes do you think that you would put in it?
I think it would be really cool to do either like and it's hard because both of these kind of cards have already been done, but the way that I would do it is a little bit different. Like Aurora's dress has that magical effect in the movie where it changes pink to blue, and
Mhm.
Cinderella's dress has a magical effect. So I think it would be really cool to do like an iconic or an enchanted with the rainbow foiling that when you kind
Mm.
of turn it one direction, the card almost looks
Pink
for
blue.
Aurora like maybe it's got the pink,
Mhm.
but you turn it the other direction and it kind of shimmers to the blue, or,
Mhm. Why didn't
with
they already do that? That's the better question
Right.
because that's
I don't
Yeah,
brilliant.
know.
because that's such a great idea.
Or like the foiling effect of Cinderella's dress when she's like doing this and the magic is swirling up her.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That her dress is like mid transformation. So as you like, you know, toggle the card back and forth in your hand, it looks super magical.
Let's manifest that too.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
definitely.
So I was thinking more general. So in the future, like of course, I want to see more Beauty and the Beast.
Mhm.
But the Enchanteds that set would be like stained glass.
Mm.
And yeah.
Oh, that would be so
Love that.
Yeah,
beautiful.
and just the foiling, like, you just imagine the foiling with, like, the stained glass
Yes.
effect and yeah, so
Yeah.
that's just, like, my general hope.
Like,
Mhm.
artwork style would be, like, stained glass.
Correct.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh, that would be gorgeous.
Yeah. I think that that's
Yeah,
great.
and somehow, like with all the different enchanteds, you can kind of piece it together like a puzzle to make it like an
Mhm.
overall like
Ooh, I
stained
like
glass,
that.
window, kind of
So, like, the
thing.
Enchanted are all the continuous arts too?
Correct.
Mm.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, so hopefully, crossing our fingers, see that
Let's
sometime in the
manifest that
future.
too.
Yes.
I like that.
If you could add one property to Disney Lorcana that's not already in it, what would you guys add?
I think I would go with either Tarzan or Hunchback of Notre Dame. And I know that those probably would never
Oh.
come, but I love both of them. And I hope that one day they figure it out and they can bring them. But yeah.
Yeah, I
Those are
like
good
the
choices.
classics.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, my favorite video game is Kingdom Hearts, and I keep telling my husband and all my friends, I'm like, I wish and I hope Kingdom Hearts will be eventually like, part of Lorcana. Like, could you imagine
That would be so cool.
like the song cards and yeah, I don't know, the character cards. I think it would look amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of people would like that too.
So mine I think is also kind of a far-fetched idea, but I would love for Before Christmas to be added
Yes.
Mhm.
with like
I
Jack
don't
and
think that's
Sally and
far-fetched.
Zero. I mean, it's one of those IPs that also I think is a little hard contract-wise, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't know
Kinda
how it
like
works,
Tarzan.
but
Mhm.
exactly
Yeah.
where, you know, a lot of people have to agree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So hopefully all the cards fall the right way. I mean, we get
Literally.
Nightmare Before Christmas Haunted Mansion. So,
Oh.
I would love Haunted
And
you
and they
Mansion.
know,
fall around Halloween time.
Mhm.
well, they actually
Oh.
go from Halloween through Christmas.
Mhm.
And their last day is like with the last day of all the Christmas stuff, like just after New Year's. So
Mhm. Yeah. I definitely think that Haunted Mansion would be amazing.
I think it would also be cool if they got to the point where they were adding the different like lands and rides within Disneyland.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that would be so cool.
I think to play the Haunted Mansion card or the
Yeah.
Hatbox
Oh,
Ghost would
yeah.
be
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool,
Mhm.
you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. I I think Disney has so many layers that they could add to this, to make it so mainstream that everyone knows what it
Yeah.
is. It would just, like you're saying, take a lot of yeses from the right people to
Yeah. Yeah, it
make all
definitely
that
would
work.
draw different crowds
Yeah.
Mhm.
into the game.
Yeah.
Well, and if the game's around long enough,
Mhm.
you gotta keep adding new things,
That's
so
Yep.
true.
fingers crossed.
Yep. Yep. Okay, so I guess we're at that point where we can do guess in 10. Are y'all ready for that?
Yeah.
I'm
Do
gonna
y'all
be
know
so
the
mad at
rules?
this.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Okay, so I already know which cards I'm going to give to each of you. Uh, Sarah, I feel like I might have to give you one extra clue just because of.
Are you giving me a hard one?
No, I don't think it's hard, but it's not one of your
Would you give me an
favorites.
extra clue?
It's not
I
one of
feel
your.
like I might need the extra clue. I don't know a lot of these cards this set.
I feel like it might need like one extra because it's not like your genre, your niche of
Okay.
Bell's Castle. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
yeah. Okay, so who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Who'll go
I'm
first? Okay.
I'm
You save her
yeah.
one extra clue for last. Okay, so I'll tell you this so that way you can be thinking, Sarah. So
Okay.
both of them are inkable. They both have 2 willpower. They both quest for 1, and they're both common cards. They both give a completely cozy vibe, and I would say, like, to add an extra layer, they literally almost look like the same card, just 2 different characters. They're different, like, ink amounts, but, they both give the same vibes, and once I turn the card, she'll be like, "Oh, yeah, I see it." But, yeah, so I'll start with you, Natalie. Okay,
Oh my gosh.
so yours cost 1. It has 2 willpower, quest for 1. It is inkable, and it is a amethyst colored card. And this one is in your your wheelhouse.
I feel like my biggest problem right now is I'm not familiar enough with
The set yet? Do you wanna
the
pull out your
set
handy
yet.
dandy app? You can do that. She's like, "Wait a minute, let me get my resources."
Like, dang, I'm using my phone right now.
I know.
I know, I
For
was just
recording.
thinking Sarah's not gonna be able
So I
to.
can't.
I just had the Ravensburger site, the Disney Lorcana site up on my giant screen here. And I was like, oh, I shouldn't cheat. I should put it away.
You gotta do what you gotta do. It is a new set,
Um,
so
something cozy.
very cozy, 1 cost, 2 willpower, common card, amethyst.
Can I try to help?
Yes.
Can I ask questions?
Yeah, we can do a group, exercise
Is
instead
it
of
um an Encanto card?
no.
Is it one of the
Mm.
seven dwarfs?
Yes.
Mm.
Is it sleepy?
It is, look at you.
Because he wants to cozy
Oh, because he's
up.
He's so cozy. He's just, sitting there all
He's so
comfy.
cute.
And you did that so quickly. You didn't even need the app.
That was the one that I was thinking at first.
Yeah.
Because I was like, a cozy, and there's someone else that's similar to him.
Uh-huh. There is somebody very similar to the sleepy card. Definitely not a dwarf though. Um, and I think the only extra one I could add for you, Sarah, is this is a old, old, old movie. I guess Snow White is
Dang.
too. That may not that
Oh
may not
yeah.
help. But
One of the
it's
first.
yeah, it's old.
Is
I
it
in
also
my head
amethyst?
no, it's not amethyst, it's amber. In my head, that clue was like a dead giveaway, but I guess it's not. It's amber, 2
Oh,
cost
shoot.
for you, 2 willpower, quests for 1, and then you can ask whatever questions to kind of narrow
Golden
down.
Rule.
Wait, the movie that it's from, is it older than Snow White?
I don't know, I can't remember off
Or
the
the
top of my
property,
head.
rather?
I feel like Snow White's the oldest, is it not?
Oh yeah, I think that's like
$1937, yeah.
Yeah,
one
The
of the first that Walt made.
yeah. I would
She
say
was
this
the
one's
first.
probably in the late 50s or not early 60s. And
Ooh.
I'll say this, the entire
I
movie is
can't.
animals.
Oh, is it? Wait, in the Fox and the Hound?
Mm-mm.
Is it, from Robin Hood?
Animals.
It's Robin Hood. Mhm.
Okay. Amber. Ooh, I'm not familiar with. Oh man. Um,
I think this
I
is
have
the
another.
only Robin Hood card in Wilds Unknown, I believe. That's why I chose him because I was like, well, if once they ask that question, I'll
Oh.
be like, yeah. It was supposed to be a dead giveaway, Sarah.
I don't know. I need more. I need more hints.
Okay, so now that you know it's Robin Hood, ask me what characters are coming to your mind.
Okay, you're gonna be disappointed, but I haven't really watched Robin Hood, so I can't really. I know.
Okay. Um, can you tell me what
Is it a fox? Is
no,
it um what other characters are mm,
what other creatures are in it? This is probably
um
like more like a narrator, I think, of the movie.
narrator? An owl?
Close.
They're winged.
They're
A winged
winged, yeah.
animal?
They're a winged animal.
Dang, I can't only think of.
And they sing. This is
Oh, Alan Adale?
yes. There you
I
go.
would
So
not have known his name if I
yeah,
wasn't looking at the app.
Oh,
yeah. So like they're literally like almost the
oh,
same
I see. Okay.
like card. different abilities, but yeah. Cool.
That was a hard
Anyway,
one.
it was hard.
That
I thought
was.
in my
That
head,
was
I thought it was
hard.
gonna be easy. I was like, "Oh." But, yeah, if you're not real familiar with I watched that movie so much when I was a kid. I loved it.
Oh, no, yeah, I don't think I've ever watched it,
Yeah, I think
sadly.
my mom did a lot of, like, whatever she watched, we watched, and so
Oh,
whatever
mhm.
her favorites were, we watched those. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I
Okay.
took forever.
No, no, you did good.
I feel like that was a hard one, especially because I would not have known his name. I would have been like, "The rooster
Yeah.
dude?"
I so I don't know, forever, I thought that that chicken rooster was the same one, and have you seen Rock-a-Doodle?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, I'll have to send y'all later. There's another
I know,
movie.
right? We need to do our homework.
Well, I don't think it's Disney. I think it's, I don't know who made it, but it's like I feel like I don't know, maybe a mouse. Like a little boy gets turned a kitty. He gets turned into a kitty, gets sucked down like a storm drain. It's like very, Oliver and Company, and, like, the
Oh,
rooster
yeah.
sings. Um, I always thought they were the same, but
Oh.
now I know that they're not. It's not the same.
1991.
Rock-a-Doodle?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those ones that as a kid, had a little bit of, like, fear element in there. So I remember being, like, a
Mm.
little bit, like, stressed watching it.
He turned me into a cat! Kittens are more digestible. Uh-oh.
Suddenly, Edmund is in a wondrous world where the Grand Duke of Owls has stirred up a colossal storm to stop the sun from shining.
Hope you can swim, guys.
Now, Edmund and his newfound friends are off on an amazing adventure to find the only one who can bring back the sun.
The city!
They're looking for a rooster to save the day.
Because he's, like, drowning, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like the Simba with, like, the claws, and you're
Oh my
just like,
gosh,
"Whoa."
yes. And that's how I
Oh my
felt
gosh.
in Snow White in the when she was like running in the woods, scared for
Yeah,
her life.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
traumatized by that scene.
same. And then I would replay that scene in my house as myself. Ah!
Yeah. Okay, so let me do, I guess, last questions for y'all. So I think I know everyone's favorite princess, but what was your kind of origin story with that princess? What about her kind of created like that connection to the character?
My favorite princess is Cinderella. Um, and as long as I can remember, she's been my favorite princess. I think growing up, my favorite colors were pink and blue, and her dresses are pink and technically silver and only reflects blue because of the moonlight.
Mhm.
But my parents tell me that when I was really little, I had one of those like little golden books that was the story of Cinderella. And even before I could read, I would sit them down and be like, let me read you a story. And I would
Mhm.
open the Cinderella book and I had memorized every line, every text from the book. And I had memorized it and knew when the page turns were happening. And so I would read them the book of Cinderella. And then when I would watch the movie, I wouldn't just sit and watch it. I would like act it out
Mhm.
with with the movie. So like every time she like scrunched her nose and like did that, I like remember doing that as a kid. And then as an adult, I think because I like ingrained it in my body so much, I like do
Mhm.
stuff like that as an adult. And I'm like, God, that's such a Cinderellaism.
I'm basically the
That's really
same.
cute.
Yeah. And then I remember when people would be like, "What are you gonna be when you grow up?" I'd be like, I'm gonna be Cinderella at Disneyland."
Mhm.
But I also believe Cinderella was like a real person.
Yeah.
And when I met her at Disneyland, I was like, wow, that's the real Cinderella because she is the real Cinderella. But like my child brain was also like, I'm gonna grow up and be her one day. Like just, because you have the people that you want to grow up and be. So
Mhm.
yeah, I just never outgrew it. I just
Yeah.
kept growing into it.
Grew into the magic. I love that.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah. What about you, Sarah?
So when I was little, I was very shy and I always thought about what other people thought about me.
Mm.
And I don't know, I think that's the reason why I kind of resonate with Belle is because, she didn't care what the village thought about her and just went with what she liked to do and yeah. It's okay, it's a little cheesy, but it's just because she fell in love with, someone that's not based on looks, basically. So and she was just like, I don't care kind of girl, I don't care what the village thinks about me. They think I'm
Mhm.
strange, but I like what I like. I like to read my books.
Mhm.
Um and yeah, just like don't you shouldn't care about what other people think about you, kind of situation.
I never actually resonated with Snow White's personality, like, she's a little too soft for me and a little too sweet,
Yeah.
you know? So,
Mhm.
I feel like I resonate more with, like, Jasmine, her kind of, like, little snarky, a little,
Mhm.
doesn't mess around. I think that's more of, like, my personality type, but like you said, Sarah, like, I loved watching her fall in love with Aladdin.
Yeah,
And
especially like when I in the ballroom scene in Beauty and the Beast where they started dancing. That was my favorite scene. And then the song, like Tale as Old as Time,
mhm.
which I'm waiting for it to be a song card in Lorcana.
Yeah. Yeah,
Fingers
definitely.
crossed.
Where is it
Right?
at?
I'm manifesting just dropping all those cards that I'm waiting for.
Just play a
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast deck.
Yes, exactly.
So, remind everybody your handles and where they can find you at.
Well, Sierra, thank you so much for having us. You guys can find me at Princess Natkins on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Most of my content just goes straight to Instagram, though, so that's the best place to find me.
Yeah, thank you, Sierra, for having us. I am Sarah, and you can find me at BellesCastle25 in Instagram. So go ahead and give me a follow.
Yay! Flounder will follow you.
Those are so cute. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Make sure you stay cozy, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.